We're going on a road trip. Festival of the Unexceptional and the Shelsley Walsh Classic Nostalgia in this car. I hope. Right, throttle down and up, start the engine. There is also further excitement because I now have the correct wipers fitted. Oh, look at that. A pair of 19-inch blades. The driver's blade has a spoiler, so now I feel dead posh. I think I've managed to stop the sunroof leaking. Captain Tully's creeping crack cure, so I might risk taking my hat off. You'll see I'm set up in full picnic mode for the Festival of the Unexceptional. I have my tartan blanket. Already I'm upset because I can't clear the rear window because there is no rear wiper. I still don't understand why saloons don't have rear wipers. Lots of hatchbacks have them, even if they're a notchback style like my Proton. This is something that's been profoundly upsetting me since I was about 8 years old. No, it's upsetting me too much. No, I have to stop. I have to stop. I have a spare wiper blade. I can clear this window. There we go. All is well. Oh. Put the heated rear window on, several bars of it work. And here we go. Some say I'm a bit strange. Well, we're 59 miles into the trip now. I've had to close the sunroof. Well, not the sunroof, the blind, because water keeps dropping on my head. And I don't like that. So clearly I haven't solved the sunroof issue. Annoyingly, we seem to have lost the heater again, so there I was thinking that was all sorted. I'm keeping a very close eye on the temperature gauge, just in case the coolant level has dropped sufficiently to stop the heater working, but given the heater has frequently stopped working, yeah, I think that's probably too much of a conclusion to draw. I do know this car is still losing coolant. How much remains to be seen. But overall, those who know me will be unsurprised to know that I'm getting a little bit bored of this car already. I haven't even made it to my first destination, and already the fact that you have to work it so hard, being a 1.6, it's just got no torque, and it's pretty terrible road manners are leaving me cold. Maybe I need to be a bit fairer on it. Let's see how I feel a bit later in the weekend. Well, you join me 114 miles into our journey today, still with the noisiest windscreen wipers in the world, but now on the M5 motorway. It's the first time I've driven this car on motorway, and yeah, it seems to be handling it no
Speed
bother at all.
camera reported ahead.
Shut up! I'm using Waze and it keeps talking, and I don't want it to talk, but it still talks nonetheless. I must get the better of this technology. But yes, no problem so far. Check the coolant level when I got to Bridgenorth. No problem at all, exactly where it should be. As to say, I think the suspension on this car is quite tired. If you hit a bump mid-bend, it jumps around a bit as if the dampers are completely shot. It also feels vague and wobbly, which would also back up that assertion. Still have an issue with the speedo under reading, so we're doing 80 at the moment, and I suspect it's about 68 miles an hour. The spoiler on my new wipers is hitting the panel beneath the windscreen. But that's not what the bang is. The bang comes when the wipers change direction at the end of their stroke, which is a little perplexing. Now at 191 miles since leaving home. Just checked the coolant over there, and yeah, it's alright. It's dropped just a tiny amount, so I just splashed a little bit more in. Oil level's fine, all is going well. And now, along with this Visa and this MG Metro, we're going to go to the Festival of the Unexceptional. Right, we are just about to drive to Festival of the Unexceptional. I now have near silent wipers, and that's because I've taken the spoiler off, because this mighty spoiler was clattering the bodywork at the bottom, and I think it was hitting the windscreen as the wiper changed direction at the top as well. So there you go, cheap eBay wipers. Why don't I learn? And here we are, we have made it to the Festival of the Unexceptional, and all manner of weird and wonderful vehicles. Sadly there's an MG and a TR there. They're not exactly unexceptional, I'd say, but you know, Marina pickup, Renault Aventine belonging to Practical Classics editor Danny Hopkins. Let's go and have a quick stroll, see what else we can find. All sorts of wonderful machines. Oh, Renault 5. Lancia Delta that isn't an Integrale. Fiat Strada. Wow. Austin Metro City. No rear wiper on the City. You got that on the City X. And Rover P6 in tobacco leaf. The best colour for a P6. Well, this is one heck of a display area. Fiat Tempra. When was the last time you saw a Fiat Tempra? But we can do even better than that if we head over here past the delightful Maestro. Fiat 128 Estate. I've never seen one of these in the metal before. It even has winding down rear side windows. And oh, that's just a Lancia Beta Saloon. That's Peugeot 505. It's quite tasty. Sand Glow Princess. Allegro SS. Oh. Beauties everywhere.
Yeah,
fancy
dress.
back to Bristol. But look at this.
No, I love it.
A Simca 1100 Estate. Again, I've never seen one of those. That's what's great about this event. It's all the stuff you never see. There are leg warmers present. Also, look at this. I didn't know Nissan had an equivalent of Sanglo. That's an ex-Top Gear Alfa Romeo 75 that has somehow survived the idiot known as Clarkson. Vauxhall Royale. Headlamp wipers. Delicious velour. On the Quintet. One of several Stellas we're hoping to see today. Fiat Tipo. Ford Anglia. 2 Green Avenger Estates. Is that a Reliant Kitten over there? It is a Reliant Kitten over there. Yummy. Beige Rover 200. Somehow hasn't rusted away. Volvo 66 Estate, rubber band drive, another Bluebird, a bit earlier than mine, and a Lancia Trevi. But I think we'll finish over here, where we can find a Montego Estate, a rear-engine Skoda, and a Talbot Avenger. That really is last of the line. Have a look at this beauty.
The thing is, it wasn't really going that fast, it was just that it made so much noise.
That is astonishingly gorgeous. You joined several of us hiding in my Nissan Bluebird with an umbrella because the sunroof won't shut.
Oh, let's give it a go.
It's not going to do it.
I'm just going to pull the seal off. So, sorry.
Bugger!
What better than...
Find the man who knows Bluebirds. We are manually closing the sunroof. The day is saved. Thank you, Umesh.
Bit of a rough patch.
Well, it's all got rather unpleasant here at Festival of the Unexceptional, and rather damp indeed. You see, we've got a Datsun 180B Estate, Tony Harrison in his Lancia Beta, that's my mate Dickie's Renault 19, and we've got a Hyundai Stella over there, and oh, look what's driving past at the moment. It's a Lada Riva Estate, one of at least 2 we've got here today. We've also got a Samara. Well, I've got the sunroof shut to try and stop it dripping on my head. The wipers have started making that horrible noise again. Having said that, I've just noticed the blade is escaping the rubber section. I wonder if that's partly the problem. I might have to stop and try and fix that. Ugh. Don't buy cheap eBay blades. Haha, I've managed to silence the wipers. They seem to keep falling apart. So the clank is the bits of metal that hold the rubber in place moving around. But I've just put this one back together again. All is now silent. I have my lanyard for classic nostalgia. We're just trying to park up now. Seems rather busy. Lots of very interesting cars behind. I've just got an MGA race car coming up behind me. But look at it. Looks like it might be competing today. That's going to be good fun. Done over 300 miles now. And yeah, here we are at Shelsley Walsh. And here we are at Shelsley Walsh for the classic, courtesy of Stratstone, who gave me a pass into the place and allowed me to have a bit of a closer look at their E-Type. That's one of the 6 lightweight E-Types that Jaguar built 2 years ago. Not road legal in the slightest. This one has been up the hill, not this year sadly. That's actually the 3rd lightweight E-Type of the 6 that I've seen this summer, so it has been quite a year. But if you look behind me, there's the paddock, Shelsley Walsh. The track is stretching off behind me, and yeah, it's all kicking off. Here's cars going up a hill. Talk about barn finds. This one's got a Ferrari F40 in it. He's got the elite bumper. The smell of two-stroke, delicious. '33 Maserati. Look at that. And there's the gearbox. Wow. Well, we are now at 325 miles covered on this trip. But I should point out the trip meter is lying because the speedo is about 20% out, I reckon. Once you factor in, speedos are always wrong to a certain degree. This one really is very out, which means it's counting more miles than I'm actually covering. So I reckon I've covered about 300 miles in total, in actual fact. And yeah, it's been fine. Touch wood, the cooling system is behaving very nicely. The biggest problem is that near side front damper. Frankly, that's so bad that the bittersweet ending to this video is that I'm probably going to have to take this off the road until I can sort it out. It's just not pleasant because you can feel the wheel hopping really badly as you go over bumps, especially at speed. It is by far the worst car I've ever driven at speed. Stop for the traffic light. And that's a shame, because it's been fine on this trip. I wouldn't quite go as far as to say it's pleasant. It's still a Nissan Bluebird, and we're never the last word in excitement unless you had a ZX turbo. But it's been very pleasing that this car that I took apart and did the head gasket on, first time I'd ever done such a job, has survived. It's been fine. It's been covered in bugs and spiders. It's been lovely, apart from being covered in bugs and spiders. We've had a great weekend at the Festival of the Unexceptional and Shelsley Walsh's Classic Nostalgia. What a lovely weekend. So while it's tinged with sadness that I'm going to have to do something about the suspension on this car, there's also the plus point that I've had a really, really nice weekend, and I hope you've enjoyed taking part in it with me. So thank you for watching all the videos on Project Bluebird, and thanks for your support. Stay tuned for more adventures. Hopefully I can get the Proton back on the road soon, and yeah, we'll see what happens with the fleet. Ta-ta for now.